Well, I guess it's always that time of year to start thinking about money, right? But especially around now when you need, whether it's deadlines and stuff like that, where you should put some money away, and according to the government. Anyway, we'll get into that right now with Janet Gray, who is a financial planner and money coach. How are you, Janet?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you.
Thanks. Good to have you here. Obviously, I mean, this is a crazy time of year when people start thinking about, what should we do as far as RRSPs are concerned,
It's the
tax-free
crunch.
savings accounts. What is the deadline for RRSPs? What is the date?
60 days into the year, so I believe it's February 28th or March 1st.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know there was going to be a test.
No, but I do realize that, I mean, it's obviously coming up, right? And a lot of people are wondering that,
Yes.
you sort of take it for granted, or that you think you have all the time in the world to get into last year's tax or savings,
Yeah.
right? When
60
you have
days.
to do.
So sometimes there's a leap year, but it's normally February 28th or March 1st.
Okay. So what's the best, a registered retirement savings plan?
Yeah.
It sounds pretty simple, like self-explanatory. What is it exactly?
A lot of nuances to it, right?
Yeah.
It's been around for, 50 years, and it really was set up to be for retirement. And it still really should be for retirement, and people use it for different purposes, but it really should be a long-term savings plan. And it tax defers, so if you put money in, any growth that you have in that investment plan is tax deferred. So you never pay tax on it as it's growing. You only pay tax when you take that money out. So that's a big incentive for a lot of people. It's
Okay.
just because I don't have to annually pay taxes. I'll pay taxes years and years away, right? But you can also get a tax refund.
Yes.
So that's also a big incentive for people too.
And I know that's the biggest part with me, right? Because if I'm lucky enough to have a few thousand extra dollars around, I put that away, and then when I'm doing my tax return, it seems like all of a sudden there's this bigger chunk that comes my way too.
Yeah.
But I guess the trick is you don't want to cash out your registered retirement savings plan until you hit a certain age, right?
Yeah. So the regular saying, I suppose, is put money into your RSP when your income is high, and take the money out of your RSP when your income is low, typically in retirement.
Okay. See, I didn't know that, so that's good. That's good. Tax-free savings plans. Now, that's obviously changed. Has that changed a little bit since Trudeau came into power? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, there was a blip where the amount that you can contribute went up one year and then it came back down. So maybe that's the only change he made. But a tax-free savings account is a little bit of a misnomer because it's not a traditional savings account in that you don't have to just keep money in it. You can keep any type of investment in it. So it really should be maybe called a tax-free investment account.
Oh, like I could put my stocks in gold bullion in there?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yes,
you can.
I didn't know that. I thought it could only be cash.
No,
really?
no.
So how would you even go about doing that?
So yeah, it's just like when you open the account's kind of like an umbrella, much like an RSP is an umbrella, and you can slot in whatever type of investment you want.
That's very cool.
Yes.
But obviously you'd have to speak to a financial planner or somebody at the bank.
Always a good thing to get some independent advice and someone who's an expert in that field, so you're making the right choice.
Okay. So how do you figure out then what's best for you between the two?
Yeah, and the typical answer is it depends.
Yeah.
But the way you would look at it is it long term? That would often indicate an RSP. Is your income high, which would maybe mean even higher than $40,000? You're probably looking at getting some benefit from the immediate tax refund, and put it into an RSP at that point. If you're not sure on the use of it, if you're not sure that you want it to be kind of locked into an RSP, I would suggest putting it into a tax-free savings account. You get a little more flexibility there's not as many conditions or repercussions, I suppose, of taking it out of an RSP.
Yeah, and it's my understanding with tax-free savings accounts, or TFSAs, that you can put in the money and you can take it out anytime.
Yes, absolutely.
There's no penalties or anything
There's
like
no
that.
penalty to take it out. It's all tax-free when you take it out, and you can also put it back in. So if you had $5,000 in this year and you took out $5,000, then you can put that $5,000 back in next year with the new $5,000, $5,500 that you've accumulated.
Do we know what the interest rates are right now for RRSPs or tax-free savings accounts?
Again, it's going to depend on the investment you choose, right?
Yeah.
So it could be anywhere from 0.1 if it was really in a savings account. It could be anywhere up to probably a mutual fund equity would probably earn you maybe 7%.
But aren't tax-free savings accounts just generic? Like you don't choose like a certain kind. It's just a tax-free savings account.
Again, it's that umbrella.
Okay.
Right. So under that umbrella, you can choose. You can put your gold in. You can actually have more than one tax-free savings account, which I think a lot of people don't realize.
No.
So you can have a tax-free savings account that holds cash
Yeah.
because that's going to pay for your winter tires.
Yeah.
You can have a tax-free savings account that you want to use in 4 years when you're taking that big monster trip,
Yeah.
or you're buying that big car. You can have a longer-term one to supplement your retirement income. So there's lots of interesting things about that.
So quickly then, how do you know if you're eligible for either?
You have to be 18 years old for the TFSA.
Yeah.
And an RSP, you have to have contribution room that you earn through your earnings, your earned income.
Simple as that. And of course, that comes usually with your return. They always let you know exactly
tell
how
you,
much that you're
yes.
able to. If we need to get in touch with you, because obviously you know stuff about things, like where can we find you? You know the stuff.
Janet at moneycoachescanada.ca.
Yeah. Are you looking to be pretty darn busy at this time of year? Or?
I tend to be.
Yeah, which is good. Well, now we're going to get you even more busy because you're on Daytime Ottawa. So everybody is going to be
Great.
contacting Janet Gray, financial planner and money coach. Moneycoachescanada.ca. Janet, thank you very much for being
Thank
here
you
today.
so much. I loved it.
We appreciate your time and your expertise. Coming up, don't forget, we've got this show. It will be repeated at 6 and 11, and again tomorrow morning at 8. And we return live tomorrow. The Julies will be here. Friday's edition of Daytime at 1 p.m. on Cable 22.